On top of that, like some of this is going to be transitory, right? Now we have to eat through those inventories, and how we eat up inflation from there is going to be interesting. Like I think the market itself is just it has to absorb this information. So like what I was saying earlier, if you were to take tariffs completely off the table, I think that the market would be significantly higher. But I'll tell you why I don't think that's possible. That's going to happen. It could, but I think that Trump doesn't have many. When you're running fiscal at -7%, you have to create a slowdown somehow. And you can't really do that with the way the government's set up right now. You can cut expenses as much as you want, but you see that he's also trying to pass he's passing the tax cuts first to basically keep good on his promises, when in reality he should be balancing the budget then doing the tax cut. He should be doing it
Yeah,
backwards, but again, I'm not the president. That's him,
that
right?
doesn't make sense to me. I feel like
Yeah,
it's very
but
counterintuitive to what he wants to do.
I think he's just doing that for, on his word type of thing, right? Which is fine, whatever. He promised it. He feels like he owes it. Whatever, let him do that, right? But I think that for him to create this this economic environment where he can get the refinancing costs of debt lower, his only real weapon in his eyes, if I was Donald right now, my only way to get rates lower is not call Jerome and yell at him, because guess what? When fiscal is -7 and you yell at the Fed to cut rates, you know what you're going to do? You're going to cause inflation, right? So, because like if you look at inflation, the Fed has done a phenomenal, like, yeah, we like to joke about them all the time, but like the Fed's done a phenomenal job keeping inflation 80 basis points up. The Fed's got inflation 80 basis points above target right now. Okay, you could use PCE if you want, but we'll just keep it a headline right now.
And they're doing
Roughly
that
1%.
with a massive deficit too.
With a massive deficit, right? So Trump knows he can't just. I'm pretty sure someone's told him, or he's figured this out, that he can't just call Jerome and be like, "Yeah, listen, man, you got to cut these rates." He has to warrant an environment that they're going to cut interest rates. But how is he going to do that? Because he needs to slow the economy down to a point where the Fed needs to cut rates to stimulate it, because the deficit isn't doing it, right? And he also wants to cut all these expenses. So I think the way he's thinking about it is how can he get rates lower today